Live. So yeah, we're back on the first inning radio show, and yeah, please like, share, subscribe, because you ain't gonna get no notifications or nothing. We the number one band radio show in all of America. I got Michael Caputo coming on. Hold on a minute. And what's up, Mike? If you hear me, we're live on the air now. But we just got back on. I want to thank everybody for joining. And yeah, man, we got good news at least, man. The Yankees got Anthony Rizzo from the Chicago Cubs. That's the best thing they did.
How you doing, Michael?
Yeah, you doing? Yeah, that's good news. I'm happy about.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Yankees have been given an A+ for this trade deadline. Yeah,
well, except not the pitching though. They got Andrew Heaney. That wasn't a good move, but I was hoping for a better start.
At that spot. Joey Gallo is a Gold Glove outfielder. He could play left field.
I actually like the move now. I didn't like it in the beginning, but once we got Rizzo, I was more happier. But
right.
And Joey Gallo he can hit easily 40 bombs this year at Yankee Stadium with the short right porch. And the Yankees traded Ezekiel Duran, Trevor Hauver, Glenn Otto, and Josh Smith for Joey Gallo and Joely Rodriguez. And as far as the Andrew Heaney trade is concerned, the Yankees traded Jansen Junk and Elvis Peguero, lower-level prospects, for Andrew Heaney. Andrew Heaney is an Angels pitcher that is no more than the fifth starter at best. And, of course, they got Anthony Rizzo for Alex Vizcaino and Kevin Alcantara. And a very good move.
Oh, yes, that move I loved. And Gallo I wasn't too crazy about, but he does walk. I saw his on-base percentage and stuff. I'm just not a big fan of him because he strikes out way too much, and I think he's an all-or-nothing hitter, but because we have enough of those guys. But the Rizzo move, definitely, definitely excellent.
The Red
Sox were supposed to get him. They were supposed to get Rizzo. I'm surprised the Yankees snuck in and they signed him. That was a great move. Trade for him.
The Red Sox got Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, they got Kyle Schwarber, right? I was hoping for a starter or a reliever, but we got this other bum.
So now that we got Anthony Rizzo, what does that mean for Luke Voit?
Well, they're supposed to trade Luke Voit. I don't know what happened. They said they were going to trade him, but I guess he's got no trade value. I guess it's hard to move him because not a lot of teams want him, and he's injury prone. He's hurt, so I don't know what team's going to take him, and I don't know what prospects they're asking for. I really don't know what they want the other teams for him. I thought they were going to trade him for a pitcher. I thought we were going to get somebody like Luis Castillo, and I guess Kyle Hendricks and Castillo were not made available this trade deadline. Trevor Story wasn't traded either. So
at this point, you're really not going to get a number 2 or number 3 starter at this point. They're just simply not.
The pitching market for pitches was dead. They said it was horrible. There was really no good pitches. Scherzer went to the Dodgers. The Dodgers, I'm sorry, man, but the Dodgers.
Yeah, but what about Burrows? What about that guy Burrows? Burrows that went to.
He went on to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah, he went to the Blue Jays. The Yankees probably could have had a shot at him.
Well, they didn't want to give up their top prospects because they're always, with them, they don't want to give up top prospects. The Dodgers got Scherzer and Trey Turner. They're winning the whole thing. It's over.
And what about the New York Mets? They getting Javier Baez.
Yeah, that was all right. I thought the Mets were going to get Bryant. They should have got Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant's going to the San Francisco Giants, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's serious business.
That's a big move for the Giants. I don't know why the Mets didn't try to sign Trevor Story or Chris Bryant. I don't know. Javier Baez is good, but I mean, he's not like blockbuster name. He's not like box office. He's good, but Chris Bryant would have definitely been the move for the Mets. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know. I guess they're focusing on Lindor coming back and they're pitching.
Yeah.
I don't know why they.
Yeah.
Rizzo's definitely big.
I wanted to say Cashman and Steinbrenner were very shrewd because both Anthony Rizzo and Gallo, both of their salaries are going to be paid by the Cubs and the Texas Rangers. They gave them good enough prospects to pay the rest of their salaries for this year. So the Rangers are going to be paying Joey Gallo, and the Cubs are going to be paying Anthony Rizzo. And you would figure Hal Steinbrenner would figure something out like that where he wouldn't have to go over the luxury tax.
Yeah, Anthony Rizzo is still going to be owed $5.5 million.
Yeah, and he's a rental, so he's a free agent next year. So you wonder if the Yankees are going to pick him up or let him walk. I think they're going to go after Corey Seager next year. I think that's their goal because they want to get a shortstop, and they're just going to put DJ LeMahieu back at first and go after pitching and try to make a trade for Castillo or Hendricks. I don't think they're going to sign Scherzer or those guys because Scherzer doesn't want to come to New York. So I don't know if that's happening now. He just said he didn't want to come here. So what's this? How are they going to sign him as a free agent?
No, he's not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No, it's not happening because he doesn't like New York. He didn't even want to go to the Mets.
Yeah, he doesn't want to play in this market at all.
You know? No, he doesn't want to be in New York. He wanted to go on the West Coast. And you can't blame him. I mean, the Dodgers are a winning team. They look like they're going to go back-to-back this year. I mean, they won the deadline. I mean, you can't argue that. They got Trey Turner and they got Scherzer. I mean, no one's beating that team. No one's.
Yeah,
that team. They're a juggernaut.
Wow.
They just basically blew everybody out of the water. I mean, nobody saw that coming. That was the biggest blockbuster trade I ever saw in any deadline. That was ridiculous.
Right.
Like overkill. I think everybody hates the Dodgers more than the Yankees now. They're like the new
evil empire. They're getting there, yeah. They're getting back to it.
Yeah, they're the new Yankees. They call the Dodgers now the West Coast Yankees.
Well, it was always like that.
By the way, the percentages, the Yankees' playoff percentages went up precipitously. They went up at a very high level. Now, the betting people have really ranked the Yankees much higher for getting the second wild card now.
Well, because they got Rizzo and Gallo. I'm more excited to see Rizzo because, by the way, both are going to be in the lineup tonight. So that's going to be must-watch TV. I can't wait.
Yeah.
To see both of them.
Yeah,
I hope they better go on a big run. And I'm telling you this, if the Yankees can't make the playoffs after this, then Aaron Boone has to be fired. I mean, this is going to be embarrassing. If they made these trades and they don't make it, it's just going to be all for nothing. They better make it.
Right, but I think the Yankees had a very. I know what you're saying about Gallo. He is very much. But I mean, the Yankees are just not going to change their mode of operation, their MOA.
They do. That's their analytical department. That's what they do. I don't like it, but I mean, hopefully he works out. I don't want the guy to fail. I mean, I hope he works out. Those two guys hitting in the lineup is good. But now they added lefty hitting now. That's what I do like about it. They added more depth now, and they're more balanced lineup. They needed left-handed hitters, but we also needed pitching. Now I still thought that was the main. Their main goal, but they don't. This team always goes for the mediocre pitchers. They don't go for the number one guys. I don't know what it is with this team when it comes to trades for pitchers. Brian Cashman just does not know how to build a rotation. I mean, he just doesn't.
They really haven't developed any of their own pitchers, really.
I know, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything about pitching. I mean, he just clearly doesn't. He just signed Garrett Cole and CC. That's it. If it's a free agent, he signs it. Maybe sometimes, but when it comes to trades, he just does not want to bend over backwards. It doesn't matter who the pitcher is. He doesn't care how good he is. He doesn't want to give up top prospects for a pitcher. I don't know what it is with Cashman. He didn't even want to trade for Berrios.
Yeah,
no, the Blue Jays too are level.
And they always want to stay on the luxury tax. That's another issue that has to finally get thrown out the window once and for all. They better go over the luxury tax next season because if they do that again, they're going to piss the fan base off again.
Well, remember, an entire new contract is going on between the players and the owners and Major League Baseball.
Well, yeah, they're going to reset There's supposed to be a new CBA next year, so then they could go over the luxury tax next year. The Yankees.
Right.
Maybe they'll finally do it. I hope so, but I don't trust Steinbrenner. I don't trust Cashman.
Yeah, but I would say, I mean, I know what you're saying about Joey Gallo. He strikes out a ton. But do you realize right now, I want to ask you a question about Don Carlos Stanton, where they're talking about playing him in the outfield. But really, he's played like 36 games straight, and the fact is he's not hitting at all, and he's striking out at over 40% of the time. Maybe they should maybe they should rest him for 3 days or something because he's doing nothing. He's missing pitches by like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be in the lineup, though. They're going to put, apparently, Boone said he's going to have Judge, Gallo, and Stanton in the outfield, so he is going to be in this lineup, but I know what you mean. He's striking out way too much, and it's getting to be really, it's getting to be a pain now. He's just, this guy, I wish we never traded him. That was such a big mistake. I don't know what the Yankees were thinking, taking on all his money, and the guy's a waste. He's a waste.
Yeah. I think Joey Gallo, they're going to have him playing center field, right, today?
Yeah, they're all going to be in the lineup. The whole entire lineup is in there. You got the big, they did the big.
Well, maybe
Yankees.
that's what Giancarlo needs. He needs a change of scenery. Maybe by him playing might change his way of looking at the ball, and he might hit better.
Oh, and not to mention, we got 2 Italians on the team, so I like that too because I'm Italian. So we got Gallo and Rizzo.
Exactly. Go back to a little bit of Yogi Berra and Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, so hopefully the 2 Italian guys will help the Yankee season. I hope so.
Exactly.
Maybe these two guys will be the saviors and they'll get the Yankees into the second wild card. I hope so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One thing about Giancarlo Stanton, though, is when he is hot, he can really carry a team. I mean, but when he is cold,
could do it. There's a lot of people that are capable of carrying this team. Anthony Rizzo is an excellent first baseman too. Not to mention,
he's Gold Glove.
Not to mention his defense.
Yeah, Gold Glove defense.
Yeah, he's like the Scherer. They were talking about him. He's like they said he's like the Scherer. Like he's very good defensively, and he kills left-handed hitters. Left-handed pitching. He destroys left-handed pitching, so that's good. He's not really too good against righties, but he's very good against left-handed.
Well,
pitching.
he got that right field porch there, so it should be easy for him.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy. He's gonna destroy the ball. He's a professional hitter.
They said
definitely great. That was definitely a great pickup. I love Rizzo. I don't know about Gallo, but I mean Rizzo this was the move to make. This was a big blockbuster.
Yeah, man. They said
Gallo has struck out 125 times already this year. So
and his average went down to. I mean, this was the move I wanted all along. I don't think they were going to get both of them. I thought they were going to get maybe one of them. I thought Rizzo was going to Boston. I'm surprised the Red Sox didn't want him.
Oh, maybe the Yankees outbid him. Who knows?
No, they did want him, Boston, but they didn't want to give up prospects. See, all these teams prospect hug. I don't know, but they were on the verge of getting in the Red Sox. They fell through. I guess the Yankees came and put a better offer.
Probably,
yes,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But man, you just stole Rizzo from the Red Sox. It reminds me of when they stole Teixeira away from the Red Sox because the Red Sox were close to getting Teixeira that year too, and the Yankees basically swoop in at the last second, I think.
That's true.
Right.
They really did.
Right.
Yeah.
And they did that with Alex Rodriguez too, because Alex Rodriguez was supposed to go to the Red Sox.
He was basically in the uniform. The reason why that fell through was the union. I know that the union didn't approve it. It was too much money, and the Yankees jumped on him basically after that trade fell through, and they got him.
Yeah, true.
But Rizzo was definitely a proven bat. But I just don't like what they did in terms of pitching. I mean, I thought they were going to get like a better pitcher. There wasn't really anybody great. If you look at all the starters, Scherzer didn't want to come yet. There was Berrios. There was Kyle Gibson. There was really nobody. I mean, German Marquez wasn't made available. What's his name? Castillo wasn't made available. Hendricks wasn't made available. I mean, there was really nobody. I don't know. I guess the Cashman just said, I'll just take this guy. But once again, he always goes at the bottom of the barrel for pitches. He never wants to go high for a great pitcher.
Andrew Heaney's just going to be a depth piece. That's all.
He's a depth piece. Yeah, because they're banking on Kluber and Severino, but those guys aren't coming back until like September. What if the Yankees are out of the wild card by like 8-9 games? Then what's this? I don't know why they're like banking on these guys. What if they don't come back and they come back too late and you're not going to be able to make a playoff run? That's why I thought we could get a starter. But they don't want to get starting pitching.
Michael and BX Bomber, I will say that Tyone has started to pitch quite a bit better. Tyone has started to pitch quite a bit.
Yeah, he is getting better. But and the Yankees have strengthened up their bullpen with all these other guys. I don't know what happened to that guy. What's his name? Abreu, that they put in the other day, and he gave up a grand slam and everything.
Are you kidding me? He's terrible.
Yeah, so I don't know about him.
Definitely used another piece. I mean, they could have at least added maybe like a Craig Kimbrell. He went to the White Sox. I thought they were going to add somebody. I mean, there wasn't any good relievers. That's the problem. That's another thing. Relievers, there was nobody available. Who was really available? There's nobody. But I guess the Yankees just they didn't do anything with that either. I mean, they just focused on left-handed hitters.
True.
Yeah, really to say, just a little bit of sourness here is that 14-0 this debacle against.
That definitely made me feel better when I found out Bryant was coming. Not Bryant, Rizzo was coming to the Yankees. I was happy. That definitely took the sour taste out of my mouth. I was very upset with that. And then when I heard Bryant was coming,
that the Yankees, the reason that they're losing. They're not sweeping is because they're doing very poorly in day games. They are like 13 wins and 24 losses during day games, and usually it's the last game of the series.
Yeah, they're 4-11 or 4-12 sweeps. That's a big reason why we're in a bad position this year. And we're 3-10 against Red Sox. Those are the two main things I think why the Yankees don't look like they're making the playoffs this year, because those are two major reasons. And by the way, Garrett Cole, the Yankees, they're horrible in Garrett Cole starts. They're not now 8-10 in his starts. That's not good. I mean, you got to win all his starts.
I think Michael, they're 10-11 because Garrett
that's
Cole's
not good either.
because Garrett Cole's record is 10-6, and then in the other 5 games they had no decisions. They lost.
I don't know what's wrong with him, but he better wake up, because you have to win every single one of his starts, and he has to pitch great. It seems like they're losing because of Garrett Cole. That's not good. I mean,
the Garrett Cole start yesterday was very strange because he gave up the 4 runs first inning, giving up the home run. And then he really buckled down and was powering past the race, throwing 99 miles per hour. He did not have his breaking pitch, and he was throwing 99 to 100 mile per hour fastballs and overpowering them. And then the 6th inning happened, and Gardner had that bobble out there in the outfield. And then they, of course, brought Abreu in, and he really threw gasoline on the fire. Abreu, they had to get him out of there before he got destroyed.
Yeah, he was just horrible. But this guy has to buckle down and pitch a lot better from what we're paying this guy. Because I'm telling you right now, he's supposed to be the ace of your team. You got to win all his starts, and he has to pitch a lot better. I mean, this guy is he's just awful. I don't know. He was dominated with the Astros. He had 10, 11, 12 great. When he went on that big tear with the Astros, he's got to have one of those runs, because they're not making the playoffs. If this guy, every time he pitches, they lose. I mean, he's not even the ace of the team right now. It's like Cortez is the ace. I mean, that's embarrassing.
Nestor Cortez has really stepped up, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought he was going to take over? It's like over Garrett Cole's role.
That's true, man.
Right.
I mean, like we were saying yesterday, if the playoffs were to start tomorrow, then Nestor Cortez might have to pitch game 1.
Maybe
the way they're going.
If Garrett Cole keeps stinking up the joint every single game.
Exactly.
I mean, this isn't normal. What happened? The guy pitched great against the Astros in Boston, and then now he looks like he's terrible. And you want to notice something? He's not good against Tampa Bay and the Red Sox. He sucks against those teams. Yeah. He doesn't dominate the Rays, Garrett Cole.
They own them.
He doesn't
dominate. They own him.
Yeah, that Korean guy. What's his name? G-Man Choi kills him. And the Red Sox have had his number this year. He only pitched 1 good game against them in Yankee Stadium. That's a big issue. That's a big reason why the Yankees they're 8 games out of first. They have to turn this around, man. Hopefully now this is the turning point. If they don't make it, then there's got to be changes next year, and they have to fire people, because this is going to be embarrassing if they don't make it after all this.
Also, Michael, and some of the new decisions that Garrett Cole has had, I know they're 10-11, but the bullpen has blown a number of those games. Where
not good against the American East.
No, they're not. They finally got the advantage at Tropicana Field, though. They won 5 and lost 4 at Tropicana Field.
Yeah, I think they have a winning record against Tampa, and I think Toronto and Orioles, they just can't beat the Red Sox. They're just terrible.
Yeah, they can't do it for but the Red Sox, they had the best record in baseball at one point. So they're hitting.
Yeah, I think
the
Giants. I think the Red Sox just hit. They're still going to be good. I mean, I hope the Yankees could catch them. That would be great. I would like to see a collapse, but I mean, they're just a wild card team
But you
right
know,
now.
though, I was watching the Red Sox game the other day against Toronto, and it's the same thing like the Yankees. They cannot hit good pitching. You know what I mean? If you have a good pitcher on the Red Sox. If you have a good pitcher on the mound, they're not gonna hit. You know, and this one guy, I forget his name. He was dominating them. You know, so it's just the same thing, man. These guys can't hit good pitching, man. Period.
No, and the Yankees seem to always struggle against the better teams, and they can't sweep them. That's another problem. Like they can't sweep teams that are better.
Yeah,
they can't sweep anybody out this year. It's just been a bad season, but hopefully this is the turnaround. Do you like the Rizzo move?
Oh, yes. UBX Bomber, he's a quality fielding first baseman. He has 14 homers and over 51 batted in. That's more than Yankee has.
Yeah, I always wanted Rizzo to play for the Yankees, though.
Yeah, I like Rizzo.
He's a franchise player.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, he did a lot for Chicago over there.
And he also is a Yankee fan, and Gallo was a Yankee fan, too. He was a big Yankee fan growing up, Joey.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he loved the Yankees, Knicks, Giants, and Rangers, he said.
Hopefully that leaks over, you know, and maybe that connection with Cole and Gallo could be something there, man, because it seems every time Garrett Cole pitches, he gets frustrated for some reason.
Oh, yesterday, he didn't look like he was in the zone. He looked like he was very out of whack, and he just didn't, I don't know, he didn't feel comfortable. I don't believe this personal catcher thing should last any longer. I think it has to go. He has to pitch to Sanchez. He's not good with Higashioka. It's just not working anymore. Yeah. Last year it worked.
Well, the only reason why
it's just not working.
The only reason why today that happened because Sanchez played the night game, and usually the next day it's the backup catcher that plays the day game when it's day game. You know, so I can see that happening. But the next time it should be Sanchez because Hashigawa he's a weak bat. You know, he's weak.
Well, he better turn it around because his ERA is going really up now.
He's an automatic out.
You better watch.
You know, the guy's in an automatic out, man. So it's better to have Sanchez in there, and maybe Sanchez could hit a home run every now and then.
Yeah,
you know.
But I was saying that Cole better turn it around because his ERA is going up and up, and it's starting to get closer to 4 now. I thought this guy was going to win a Cy Young this year. And he's not pitching like a Cy Young. He can't keep having those games. I think Lance Lynn is going to win it the way it's looking right now. Lance Lynn is probably going to win the Cy Young.
BX Bomber, you and I will be seeing Cole pitch on Tuesday against the Orioles.
Yeah, so hopefully Sanchez will be in the game catching. You know, because that's against the...
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, yeah, you guys are going to see Cole and hopefully, and you guys are going to see Gallo and Rizzo in the lineup.
Oh, yes, exactly. We have a really good week with some baseball games together and some good times with BX Bomber this coming week.
A lot of people say that this is going to go right down to the wire now. That the Yankees are going to make it very, very interesting, and that they will take the second wild card. We got to see how this works. I hope everything works.
Well, I mean, at this point in time, they only let me pull up the.
There are 3 games out of the second wild card. They were 2.5 out, but the Oakland A's won yesterday. So Oakland A's just don't. They got to beat the Oakland A's. They have to. They do play them again. I think one more time. I think or twice they play them. I mean, that's it. They got to beat the Mariners too. Those are the teams ahead of them. I mean, it's. I see. This is why I think
Seattle too. We'll be seeing the Orioles on Tuesday. We'll be seeing
Seattle. That should be easy for the Yankees. They have a very easy schedule. They if you look at the rest of their schedule, the August and September, it's not hard. So the Yankees have no excuses that they can't get in the second wild card. They should easily get to the playoffs with that schedule. The schedule's terrible. They don't have any good teams.
We're also going to be seeing the Somerset Patriots on Wednesday, and then the Yankees in Seattle on Thursday.
Yeah, but they, I mean, at least we did something. I mean, I'm glad we made actual moves because it could have been a lot worse. The Yankees could have just did absolutely nothing, and that would have not suited well with a lot of people. I mean, they would have. They did something. I mean, at least they got 2 lefty hitters. I wanted a starter. We got a starter, but we didn't get the starter that we wanted.
Yeah, that's the only thing, man.
And they added relief pitchers, believe it or not. They just didn't add the relievers that we wanted. They added, what's that guy's name? Clay Holmes, and they got Sal Romano, and they got the pitcher from the trade with Gallo, that Rodriguez. Originally, they were supposed to get King, but it fell through or something because they said he got injured.
Oh, that's what happened. I didn't hear that he got injured.
He got hurt, yeah. I don't know. I guess he was in the medical reports. Maybe the Yankees, they didn't want him because he was injured, and he's probably going to take a while to come back.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But I think the Yankees had a very good trade deadline. I mean, Gallo is.
I would give it a B. I'll give the trade deadline a B. B minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gallo is a Gold Glover. He can't play all three outfield positions. He can actually even play third base and first base. And he has a on-base percentage of close to 400. So he sits right next to
high on-base percentage.
He's, a walker. He walks, hits home runs, and strikes out. The three true outcomes.
Yeah, we talking about Joey Gallo?
Yeah, Joey Gallo. He's a home run, a walk, or a strikeout.
Yeah, pretty much. Just be ready because I was just going to compare him to more like a Chris Davis from the Orioles. He's sort of like that type of.
No one was that bad. Poor Chris Davis. My goodness.
Whatever happened to that guy? Is he still playing?
I don't know because I kind of thought he was like that type of strikeout machine at Gallo because I saw a lot of his highlights and I don't know. He doesn't get on base really often. Do you see the zone shot? Because Frank was showing me, and I didn't like the zone shot. It's all blue. He strikes out way too much.
Yeah, he doesn't have no real strike zone, man, where he can hold it down. Only
he hit. He's got a 210 or a 215 career batting average. That's why I don't know why. This is the Yankees for you. This is the analytical department. They like power hitters. That's all they've invested in their whole entire franchise. They don't go for the 300 hitters. I don't know. The LeMahieu was 300 hitter in Urshela, but. This is why I don't like their decision making. They love the power guys. They don't want to get the contact hitters.
I understand. There's a player that was before you guys' time by the name of Dave Kingman, and Dave Kingman will hit monster shots and strike out.
I heard of that guy. My cousin told me about him. He was like he was an all or nothing hitter, I think.
He played for a bunch of different teams. He was on the Mets for quite a while. I actually spent a little time with the Yankees as well. And now the league has a lot of Dave Kingmans.
Yeah. The good thing about Gallo is
long home runs, lots of home runs, low batting average, and strikeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, man.
The good thing about Gallo is he does walk, and he's a good defensive player, so that's good.
Yeah.
I do like that. I mean, he does play good defense. And he's a good, he's got a good eye. I guess he walks. But Rizzo is the Rizzo is the one that you got to admire. I mean, he doesn't strike out much, Anthony Rizzo either.
He should be batting cleanup if you think about it.
He has a low swing and miss rate, a very low swing.
Yeah, that's why I like it. He gets on base. He's got a high on base percentage, and he's got a good OPS too. And the only thing that's declining with him is his average. He is getting a bit old. He's 32. I think he's turning 32. He's getting old. He wasn't good last year either, but you still take the guy. He still has a lot left in the tank. He's a good.
Yeah, I mean,
strikes out less than 16% of the time.
Yeah, he doesn't strike out a lot. In the beginning of his career, he used to strike out a lot. Now it went down. He's getting better now. He's more patient.
Right.
I mean, he was a big part of the Cubs' championship. I mean, they won the World Series because of him. I mean, him and Chris Bryant, those two guys were the foundation of the whole team.
True.
Exactly.
True, yeah.
So the Yankees play the Marlins this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And BX Bomber and I will be together next week, and we have a lot of good baseball games to go to. Looking forward to it. And I'm gonna have to get the macaroni and cheese out of the oven now. So you guys continue to have a good show, and I'll talk to you later, BX Bomber. Okay.
All right, cool, man. Talk to you later, man. We'll be ending this soon anyway. So we already did a half an hour.
Later. Bye bye.
All right. Yeah, so we'll wrap it up here, Frank, because I got to get going too. But so you like the Rizzo move?
Yeah, man. I think to have a defensive glove like that is awesome, man. You know?
Yeah, I like that move. I was a little depressed yesterday because the Yankees got blown out. I thought Gallo was going to be the only move, and then they made this move. I was happier, but I thought we could have definitely got a better pitcher, man.
If it was only right, if it was only Gallo, oh, that would have been bad.
Oh, forget it. Yeah, I would have been pissed. But you see what the Yankees do. You see the moves they make. They just go after offense, and that's it. This team is based on a power lineup, and that's it. They don't ever want to improve their pitching. Their bullpen is good. It's just that they've been blowing leads like crazy, and it's terrible.
And you know what?
They have the guys, but
and you know
they
what?
don't really. You can't trust these guys.
Right, and these guys, they don't steal no bases.
No, they have no speed, or they're not athletic.
They're not known for running.
Pitching once again. I guess there wasn't any relievers available, but they could have added a star. I mean, either one. I mean, but this is what the Yankees are. The fans, we can't. All we could do is argue the moves that they make, but they'll never listen to the fan base. I wish we had a team like the Dodgers. I wish we could be a complete team like them. Have everything: the rotation, the offense, the bullpen. They have everything. They're like a perfect team.
Yankees are always unbalanced. The Yankees are never equal. They're always unbalanced every year. If they have pitching,
it's always something.
They're
never going to have a perfect team.
If they have hitting, they don't have pitching.
It's always one thing, and then one thing's left out. They have two great things, and one thing is bad, or one thing is great and two things are bad. It's always they just can never complete a rotation. Okay, this is why I don't like Cashman. I told you, Cashman should be gone. He's not. When we had the GM on the Padres, the Dodgers, you see how quickly this rotation would be a number one rotation.
Yeah, man. Even that guy, even the general manager from the Mets, man, he's working over there, man. He's getting all them guys. I don't know how the hell he's doing.
Oh, we got Javier Baez. I mean, come on. They didn't even do anything, the Mets. They got Baez, and that's it. The Mets fans are actually not happy. I saw a lot of their comments. They're not really pleased. They thought they were going to get Bryant, and they thought they were going to get Barrios. They're not really. I guess they didn't want to add pitching because they're getting all those guys back. And hitting, they needed to add a bat. So I guess Baez was good, but I don't think Baez puts him over the top. I mean, he's a good hitter. I mean, he's not like a superstar, but
he's good. He's okay defensively too. He could play shortstop pretty well. Baez.
I mean, he's good, and he's close friends. He's close friends with Lindor, so I think that's why they want him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that might be the connection. You know,
yep.
but.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I thought they were going to get Chris Bryant, but this is the Mets for you. They're a losing organization. Don't expect. This is what the Mets do. They still, operate like they're a losing team, even though they're in first place now. They still act like they are the old Mets. They are always going to do those little moves. They're not going to go on the big moves. The Yankees still do great things, even though we're not good now. But
the Yankees are banking on Kubla coming back.
Huh?
He's supposed to have thrown some simulation games. So he might be coming back in September.
You don't know when he's coming back, though. That's like late in the season. Same with Severino. I don't expect anything out of him.
Well, that's the thing. He started a rehab program already. So he might be back by September. So that'll help the team, hopefully. And then
it's a long time. That's September. That's another month. It's another month from now.
Yeah, they need him now.
Severino, I think, is supposed to come back soon. I think he's going to come back like this month. I think in August.
Yeah, they need him. They need him bad, man. They need him bad, man, to hopefully,
They need him bad. They were out the whole season. These guys have been out all year. So, but that's it. I mean, I guess that's. I mean, I want another pitcher. We didn't get the guy, but this is the Yankee way, man. Get used to it because this is the way that they're gonna run the team for a long time until they change things. Until they don't. And like I told you, unless they change, their front office, this is the team that we're going to get. And I don't expect them to do anything big with the pitching next year either, unless they make a trade. Hopefully they make a trade for Luis Castillo because they're not going to do anything else.
Well, hopefully they're building up for next year as well. Not saying that today's
they'll probably get Corey Seager, and they have to add other pieces to their team. But as far as pitching goes, I'm never going to be high on the pitching with them. They always will chip on pitching. They always do. They always miss out. Yeah. They always go for the low ball. They low ball pitching constantly. They always do the same thing.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. But anyway, we'll leave it here, man.
So, all right, yeah, man. It was great.
To mention,
great talking to you.
To mention, we won't be on the show next week. I'll be doing it from batting practice.
All right,
Tuesday
so
and
great talking to you. I guess
Friday.
We'll do it Friday then if you're not going to be on Tuesday.
No, Friday I'll be at the game too. That's the bobblehead, Garrett Cole bobblehead.
Okay.
So,
all right, so then the week after, then.
Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. So we'll be on batting practice those days. So yeah, right, man. So so long, everybody, and yeah, man. Thanks for watching and listening, guys, and we'll see y'all on the next one. So like, just I want to repeat, next 2 shows will be at batting practice, Yankee Stadium. So you know, we'll be there. Type it in, your comments and all that down there, and also hit the notification bell so you know I go live, because gates open at 5:30. I'll be in there live by 5:40ish, 45ish. So, you know, you can see a little bit of better practice. Hopefully we catch Zach Campbell out there, right? So, Henry, what's up on the check-in? Thank you for watching too, Henry. And yeah,